Live from Peabody Place in downtown Memphis. This is News Channel 3 Live at 9 with Alex Coleman and Mary Beth Conley.
And a new online community provides a safe and very easy way to share tips with other moms in your area. We're going to tell you about MamaSource.com.
Okay, this one is for all of you mamas out there, whether you're expecting or your child is already grown up and out of the house. There is a one-stop website. It's going to answer all kinds of questions that you might have as a parent. And what parent doesn't have questions?
Absolutely. The best advice comes from people who've been down that road. Moms can swap tips with other mothers right here in the Mid-South. It's called MamaSource.com. And as a mother of 2 boys and a full-time student, it sure has come in handy for Jamie Glenn, because otherwise, how would you get it all done, right?
Right.
What kinds of questions do you find answered on MamaSource?
Well, there are a variety of questions asked. Mostly mothers just go on there when they have questions like if their child is teething, what can I do to soothe them, or even personal questions, something they may be going through that another mother may have insight to. Personally, I have asked about childcare. That's where our sitter now was referred to me through MamaSource.com, and she's wonderful. And it made it a lot easier for me to trust her, knowing that someone else was entrusting her with their child, and they had thoroughly interviewed her also. So.
That makes sense.
And when you go on and you ask these questions, do you get good response? Do you get several people responding? Are there a lot of people online, or were you surprised at the numbers?
Oh, yes. Recently I asked a question, since I do work full-time and I'm a student full-time. I asked how
you do that.
How,
and raise
I'm thinking
2 small children.
I have a wonderful husband.
1 and 3
also. But I asked how could I introduce religion to my children while I'm so busy. I work on Sundays, so we're not able to attend church regularly right now, but I got so many responses for that, and they're all mothers in the Memphis area. So that's what really makes it neat, because they know everything that's around the area and the places that you can go to get whatever help you need, or
place to get a unique birthday cake or something like that, even as little as that, or as big as finding a sitter or introducing religion.
Oh yes.
That's very cool.
And do you, do you find you get a lot of different views? Someone may say one thing and someone says something totally different. Does it give you kind of different outlooks, and then you could just absorb it all and figure out what you think is the best option?
Oh yes, you get both sides, and you can kind of see both sides when they're answering, and it gives you both perspectives. So.
Have you made any friends? Do you get repeat responses? Are there people who are on there a lot that you feel like you come to know, or is it pretty much somebody new every time?
Yes, you get responses from the same people that you can tell they're on there often, and as far as my answers to questions, I'll go through every day. They send you a newsletter, and you can go through and see if there are any questions that anyone has asked that you may have personally experienced to help. And I mean, it may be as simple as someone moved here recently and they don't know where a certain store is, or they want to join a play group. And that's really great to do play groups, because you get your children involved.
Now, I know it's MamaSource, but if a father comes online, do you guys help them out as well? Are you going to reach out and embrace them and help them with their tough questions too, or is it a tight, close-knit mamas only group?
As far as I know, it is only mothers that have joined the group. I don't know of any fathers who have, but I'm sure they wouldn't turn them away.
Ask your questions through Stephanie.
Through, yeah. Or I could start Father Source.
Yeah, there you go. Papa Source.
Papa Source.
I love it. A sideline stream of income for you there. Is it easier if you have a question that is kind of personal, that you might only usually ask in person to your best friend or your sister? Is it easier because it's anonymous? There's that level of anonymity.
It's a tough one.
And I talk for a living. You know, does that help?
I think it does help, because you know at the same time this person doesn't know me, so they're not going to be biased about the situation.
Right.
And it does help, especially if they've been through the situation, and you get that support that understanding from them. It's like a big support group.
Do you ever get away from online? Do mothers ever meet up? I mean, obviously if you're meeting up online with these people, you're going to get to know them better. Have you met up with any mothers?
I have met with the mother who referred me to our child care provider, and she's great. And I know of several mothers who have gone to play groups and met with other mothers and their children.
And what if you're here but you may be moving, like you're a military wife or something? Are there moms from other areas also, or is it pretty much local only?
When you join, the responses you get are local, but if you move to another state, I believe it's nationwide. I know they have MamaSource in Detroit and
50,
I mean
50
several
60.
states.
Okay. And is it free? Does it cost
Yes,
anything?
it is free.
That's the best part about it.
I'll say,
it's not going to cost you anything.
You know, if you have kids, you don't have any money left.
Especially if you're a full-time student working a full-time job.
Isn't that the truth? So do you have to be referred though, so we can't just go to www.mamasource.com, can we?
Right. I think it's referral only.
Okay, referral only. Well, go check it out at mamasource.com and see. There may be a deal right now for Live at 9 viewers. We can find out.
Could be.
Otherwise, we'll put you in touch with Jamie so you can refer a whole bunch of people. All right.
Refer.
Thanks so much.